Hello, everybody. I am really super excited because I'm getting ready to start a brand new webinar course series. Yay! I would get up and run around the room, but it'd just leave you with the background to look at and wouldn't make it quite as fun to share in my enthusiasm. So you can just sit there on your end and pretend I'm running around the room, like, with my hands up in the air and waving all over the place, right? But don't get too frightened or anything. So anyway, now that our little comedy routine is over with, let's talk to you a little bit about this webinar course series that I'm going to be doing. You guessed it, it's going to be on the lunar mansions, also known as the Nakshatras, and it's going to be a several tiered webinar course series. And it's also going to have several modules. Now, I know that sounds a little bit confusing, so I'm going to explain. The first tier of the course will be called Cosmos and Consciousness, right? The entire course series is going to be called Learning the Lunar Mansions Live. So the first tier is going to be Learning the Lunar Mansions Live - Cosmos and Consciousness. Who would have thought? So here's what Cosmos and Consciousness is all about. I've learned so many new things about how our consciousness interacts with the lunar mansions, mainly through seeing so intensively over the years how symbolism tends to be present in regards to the lunar mansions in our day-to-day existence. So for instance, if we have a planet that relates to our home and it happens to be in Uttara Bhadrapada, the lunar mansion Uttara Bhadrapada, or the nakshatra of Uttara Bhadrapada. I'm saying it because some people don't know the term nakshatra, so I'm trying to give people a little bit of an understanding. And I know some of you don't even know what lunar mansions are. We'll touch on that briefly here in a second. But let's say somebody's fourth lord is in Uttara Bhadrapada. Uttara Bhadrapada is symbolized by a river. Their home might be by a river. So this symbolism tends to present itself in our daily existence in a really radical way. And I feel like I have a good understanding of why this happens and how nakshatras actually work and what we're really meant to use them for. So this first tier of the Learning the Lunar Mansions series is going to cover that briefly and then go into the individual nakshatras, learning them on a very intensive level, more on a tuning into the lunar mansion level, rather than getting all caught up in all of the analytical information. So we're going to give you the information on each of the lunar mansions / nakshatras. We'll just say nakshatras from now on to make it easier. Of course, we're going to give you the information on what they're all about, but I'm also going to guide you through some things that'll help you to tune in to that energy, because with the nakshatras, that's ultimately what it's all about. So this is going to be a 2-module tier, with the first module starting on October 15th at 7 p.m. London time. And it's going to continue for 31 weeks. We're going to take a break off for Christmas Eve and a break for New Year's Eve, respectively, but it will continue through February 11th. You can register by module, or you can register for the entire course with an early registration discount, only good for the next few days if you register at the link that you're going to see up above. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're on Facebook or anywhere else, it'll be down in the comments section. Okay, so you need to register using the discount code EARLY, all uppercase letters, EARLY, all uppercase letters, at the link which you're going to see somewhere near this video. And the early registration discount is only going to be open until midnight on the 4th. Okay, so let's go into these other tiers. Once we get through the understanding of what the lunar mansions are actually all about, I have a vast repertoire of techniques that I use to work with the Nakshatras, right? And so I'm going to share those techniques with you in the second tier of the course. I haven't come up with the name for it yet, so you'll have to wait on that one. But that one will probably land sometime next year or next autumn, because basically the first tier of this course is going to take place probably all the way through late spring or early summer 2024, because there's going to be 2 different modules for this particular course. Okay. So I would really love to have you on this course. If you are a member of Easy Astrology Society, you get a permanent 15% discount on this particular course. If not, as I mentioned, the early registration discount is open for you until I believe it's Wednesday the 4th at midnight. So if you want to register by module or by course in full and get your discount, then you need to visit the link that's going to be in this video, either up above on YouTube or somewhere in the post. I do hope you're able to join us on October 15th, 7 p.m. London time over Zoom, and continuing on to consecutive Sundays weekly. If you miss a class here and there, which inevitably happens, don't worry, there will be a recording of each class and you can catch up. I hope to see you there. Talk to you soon. Bye now.